Hello, everyone. In this video, we're going to be talking about the transition from vertebrates. We're talking about marine vertebrates like fish to land, terrestrial land, and becoming amphibians and reptiles, then on to mammals. This is also a discussion which you can use, to build your timeline project. At this point, you should be doing both timeline and also preparing yourself for quizzes. So both the information I'm talking about today and the advice I'm going to give today is for both those processes. So I'm going to do a screen share of that module screen. So hang on. Okay, here we are. So roughly at the very top is where this video is going to be embedded at. You'll see the video, up there. Obviously, you're watching it right now. And the first, viewing assignment you're going to be looking at is this one right here. It's episode 1 of a 3-part series. Now, in this course, we're going to be watching all 3 parts. This is the first one. And it's titled Your Inner Fish. So really, this is the journey of this narrator, who was Neil Shubin, on his first major discovery, of his career, big discovery, where he's going to be finding this genus called Tiktaalik. And Tiktaalik is a genus that's identified as one of the transitional species of this early fish, early sort of amphibian, making a transition towards the colonization of land. Now, the thing about it is that we're looking at a direct ancestor right here. So this is in our evolutionary history. And this is something, that we need to have knowledge about for the quizzes, as well as knowledge we can place upon our timeline construction. All right. So this is a film in which is literally a one-stop shopping, component for building the timeline. He's going to be using several examples of what this transition was about, particularly, in the early tetrapod evolution and the transition between fish and finally something called Tiktaalik moving on to water, which you can put in annotations in the text, in your, Earth Timeline project, as well as the examples in which he's displaying. Now, here's the thing, is that, while he's using Tiktaalik, you're looking at the picture right now as a major example, there are other places in which you can go for other relevant examples to make it maybe more finer and detailed, right? So what I have included on this page, we go down to the bottom of it, is a reference reading. Now, remember, reference readings don't mean you read it. Okay, because really what that is a link to a book written by Robert Carroll. Okay, it is the epitome of all vertebrate paleontology and evolution books. This is not a course in vertebrate paleontology. However, we do have an evolutionary history in vertebrates we need to sort of understand, but not at the level that Roger Carroll is writing. And plus, that book is a tome, it's several hundred pages long. What that reference reading is about is a place in which you can get examples. So when we're talking about the vertebrate to land sort of transition, and you need examples of maybe species other than something like Tiktaalik or something to make your slideshow more flashy, you can go right there. Scroll through the pages and find examples that Carol is using, and literally use a snipping tool and just grab the pictures and then place your own annotations about, when these transitions were happening and what they represent towards vertebrate development and evolution. A couple of slides would be great. So I really, am putting these things down there to give you guys places to shop for examples and knowledge, right? Pointing you to direct resources, right? So that you can make this, timeline project building, a relatively smooth process. Okay. All right. So in that reference reading, absolutely 0 for a quiz. So this is nothing that's going to be within the window of quiz. That's not what you study from. Okay. What you do want to look at, to reiterate, is your inner fish. That is extremely important. I want you to understand exactly what Neil Shubin is saying. You're going to see direct quiz questions and being drawn from that. All right. Now, next, there's a video right here in the center, which is part of this. Now, one of the ways in which, of course, paleontologists and anthropologists, understand what we're talking about is looking through what we have. And what we really have are fossil remains. These are things that are left in the past record, evidence of things that happened in the past, things which existed at a particular period of time. Now, I normally will give a fossil lecture, but I found this one. And I mean, it was really a random find. I mean, I'm just shopping for videos. Really, that's the way I do it. I shop for videos out there to find out people who do it better than I do. And I think, in all accounts, this guy is really good at discovering fossils. Plus, he's got some great examples, past what I have available in my collection within my lab. So I've decided to place that to sort of, supplant my lecture, in fossilization. So I want you to watch that fossilization process so you kind of understand what they are, and what sort of information fossils can give us. Okay, so that's important to look at that too. And there will probably be a quiz question or two on there, so I want you to pay attention to it. All right. Okay, so hopefully you'll understand, what you need to do within the session. So I'm going to wrap it up here with a 20-second sort of reiteration of what I've talked about so far. Okay, you watch your inner fish. Okay, you dig into that film, listen to what Neil Schumann is talking about, and particularly grab his examples that you can place on your own timeline. Okay. Number two, if you're looking for more finer examples of this vertebrate, evolution history that we have, you can go right into Vertebrate Evolution and Paleontology by Robert Carroll. You can download the whole book. It's right there. I actually have it on site. And you can use like a snipping or a loop tool to pull out the pictures that you want and utilize maybe some comments that he has had on that subject matter, right? And then lastly, to understand what these things are, the evidence we have in our past, the fossilization process, you watch that short film on it, and that'll conclude this exercise for today. All right. Now, the very last thing I want to say is this. Okay. I need you guys to be building that timeline. Okay, this is more important than you recognize, because what will happen is, I know you guys, you push everything off to the last minute. Of course, in the last week, oh, I got to do the timeline. You've been running around, crazy trying to figure it out. It'll be a crazy time for you, and it'll be a crazy time for me, because I'll be the guy trying to help you through the process. So really, I'm trying to lighten my load at this point by getting you guys to really get something down on paper. And one of the ways I can help you is making myself continuously available for you guys. So no matter what you get down, contact me, send me a note, and I'll meet with you guys on Zoom, and we can do a screen share. I can see what you've got up there. I can help you. I can give you advice on what to put on, how to bolster your annotations, your text stuff. I can help you I can guarantee you a pathway to whatever you're looking for in this course. I can help you, but only if you reach out to me. You see, it's like me, one against many. It's a different thing. I have to rely on you guys reaching into me for help. Okay. And I think if you do, it's really going to help you with this course. You're going to learn a lot more. Okay, so please do that so that I can help you on this project. I can help you with your pathway to whatever grade that you want. If it's a coveted A, I can certainly help you towards that. But you guys have to reach out to me. Okay, all right, guys. So I'm going to let you guys go so you can continue the work. All right, I'll stop the share right now. Bye.